So this morning I'll be trying out a new peel off mask from Aveeno. This is the Absolutely Ageless Pretox peel off mask. So this is being sold as a soap-free, no rinse exfoliator that helps to remove pollution from the skin's surface. And if you're new to my channel, I review new face masks all the time. They're one of my favorite products to try out, and if you're interested in checking out my super long playlist, the link for that will be in the description box below, or you can click right up there. Also, if you're enjoying this video while watching it, please give it a thumbs up. It lets YouTube know to push it out into the YouTube atmosphere. If you want to know more about this peel off mask, don't go anywhere, just keep watching. So I picked this up for $15. Keep in mind those are Canadian prices, so we tend to be a little bit on the higher side here. And you get 2 fluid ounces of product. And on Aveeno's website it says, healthier skin is just a step away. Infused with antioxidant-rich blackberry complex and vitamin E, this renewing face mask exfoliates and lifts impurities to reveal healthy-looking skin in one simple step. Just apply the mask to your face, let dry, and gently peel off in one piece. No rinsing required. It also says infused with alpha hydroxy acids, hypoallergenic, non-comedogenic, paraben-free, and phthalate-free. It also says on here that this is good for dry and sensitive skin types. So for ingredients, there is a mixture of good and not so good ingredients. The one that has me concerned the most is an ingredient called polyvinyl alcohol, and polyvinyl alcohol, according to Paula's Choice, is a synthetic polymer of vinyl alcohol that functions in cosmetics as a gel-based thickener, film-forming, and a binding agent. Used quite a bit in peel-off facial masks, this type of alcohol may pose a risk of aggravating skin, unless combined with other ingredients such as glycerin, emollients, and other skin repairing ingredients. Which brings me to the second main ingredient in here, which is glycerin. So that does offset the aggravating factor of the polyvinyl alcohol. Glycerin doesn't really hydrate the skin. What it does is it holds water up against it, and that leaves it feeling hydrated and moisturized. So the 2 exfoliating ingredients that are in here are something called lactic acid and glycolic acid, and those are your alpha hydroxy acids. So normally when glycolic acid and lactic acid are included in any sort of skincare, there is a warning label that lets people know to follow up with sunscreen, and there doesn't seem to be anything like that on the packaging, which has me a little concerned. There is added fragrance in this, but it is closer to the bottom of the ingredients list, so hopefully it's not too overpowering. Apply a generous, even layer to clean skin while avoiding the eyes, eyebrows, and hairline. Leave on for 15 to 20 minutes. The mask will become transparent as it dries. Once it completely dries, gently peel off mask from the outside edges of the face. So to apply this, I'm going to use my little mask spatula doohickey. If you can get your hands on one of these, I know e.l.f. has one for $7, but it just makes the whole masking process a lot less messy. Plus, when applying peel-off masks, it's sometimes a little tricky to get a thin layer applied to the face, and the thicker the product is, the longer it will take to dry on the skin. It's not super runny, but it looks a little like Elmer's glue. I know on the camera it looks white, but it's actually more, hold on, let me get up close. See, it's like a purple lilac color. It smells kind of like a Jolly Rancher. It has like a watermelon, fruity type of scent, but it's not too insanely overpowering. So I think I got a little bit heavy-handed with this mask. So this, in theory, is supposed to dry in 15 to 20 minutes, but I have a feeling it's going to be quite a bit longer. So the time is 1:23. As I said earlier, it has like a fruity Jolly Rancher type of scent, which in theory I prefer my skincare not to have any scent at all, but I can at least tolerate the smell. It's not so overpowering that it's knocking me over. As for spreadability, it kind of has like an Elmer's glue type of texture. I didn't have trouble spreading it out, but I don't know what it is with me. I tend to go in a little bit heavy-handed with these sort of things, so I know that it's going to take way longer than 15 to 20 minutes to dry. So this mask mask has alpha hydroxy acids included into it. So far I don't feel any burning or stinging that sometimes is typical for alpha hydroxy acids. Anyway, so I'm gonna go and chill out and try and relax, and I will see you guys hopefully in 15 to 20 minutes. So as predicted, I had to keep this on my face way longer than 15 to 20 minutes. I think I've had it on for like an hour now. It just took entirely way too long to dry completely. There were these areas in the center of my cheeks that I was afraid if I started peeling away too soon that there would be like chunks of mask left on my face that hadn't dried completely, so I decided to wait it out a little bit longer. So before I start peeling things away, I just have to talk about the scent of this. When I first applied it, it was noticeable, but it wasn't overpowering. It just seemed like the longer I wore this, the stronger the smell got. It was very odd. It went from this fruity type of smell to a very strong, overpowering chemical perfume smell. It wasn't very pleasant, and it's still lingering on my face right now. So, okay, so it's time to, get this off. This has some serious grip on the skin. A lot more, oh my gosh. This reminds me of the Garnier charcoal peel-off mask that I tried out a few months ago. If you'd like to watch that, you can click the card right up there. But I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to get that one off. It was pretty stuck. But ooh, I feel a spot that's a little gummy. All right, I'm just gonna have to suck it up and give it a good strong tear because it has some serious grip to my face. Ow, double ow. I can do this. It's just a face mask. Well, the good news is it came off all in one piece, with the exception of like one tiny little bit that's like clinging to my face, and a tiny little bit that's hanging out in my forehead. The bad news is it hurt quite a bit more than I was expecting it to. I don't see any. Well, there's a little bit of redness there, but for the most part, there doesn't seem to be any areas on my face that are angry or inflamed. As far as how my skin feels, honestly, it feels a little dry and stripped of moisture, which really doesn't surprise me that much because the main ingredient is polyvinyl alcohol, and then on top of that, there is glycolic acid and lactic acid. So I'm definitely gonna have to follow up with a moisturizer after using this. It's just not very comfortable. And now that I have this off my face, I can still smell the fragrance of this one still lingering, which quite honestly, I could do without that. All the fragrance does is make me want to go into the bathroom and immediately wash my face and get it off. The smell is just really chemical and not all that pleasant. As far as exfoliation is concerned, it definitely does the job. There is a layer of my dead skin on this thing, but I don't know. Between the smell of this one and the ingredients being so drying on my skin, I really don't see myself reaching for this one again. But if you have any other questions about this mask, just leave them in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe before you leave. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!